Hello, Chad. Glad
Hi,
to see you again.
Good to see you.
I have a few questions from our participants of your seminar in Moscow in November. Can you answer it?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, the first question is, will you tell us about the retail store management system, how it is done in America? What is interesting in it?
Yeah, so the retail system in the U.S. Is different depending on the store. You have big stores, little stores, chain stores. Everybody has a different management system. But what's interesting about the system is that everyone has a specific method of how they sell, and it's created more it's more connected to the brand, and it's more connected to how they want the customer to be treated in the store. Is it more of a one-on-one? Is it more of letting the customer kind of browse and see everything? So what's unique about and interesting in America is more about how the furniture is presented, and how it's presented by a professional level or more of a casual level. So and I'll be able to cover a lot of those different methods and how the management structure works depending on the structure of the company, because it's much different. Every business is a little bit different in America.
Yes. It's very, 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 very useful information for our participants. Yeah, very interesting. I've heard that in retail stores actually paid, for example, not only for sale of furniture, but also for additional services, such, for example, as cleaning furniture. And is it truth? And what services are generally offered by American furniture stores?
So you're right. So they do offer these extra services. And in some cases, the sales consultants make more money on these extra services than they do on the actual furniture. Why? Well, so here's what the furniture stores want. They need a long-term customer. So by adding additional services, they know they're going to be touching that customer for many, many years. Okay. So the first thing, the most important service that they sell is extended warranties. Most furniture manufacturers, they give maybe maximum 1 year for a warranty of a particular item. Stores will go out and say, okay, we'll offer 2 additional years of warranty on that item for a certain price. So for a consumer, it's like insurance. It's protection. It's something that, I don't have to worry about something. The next thing that they offer would be like a cleaning service. Oh, say you spill something on your furniture, or your child marks on it, or something happens, your pet, your dog, your cat, do something to the furniture. They offer this cleaning service. Then, they also offer product protection, where let's say you get a cut, you get a scratch, the leg breaks, something happens. They also offer this protection service, over a certain amount of years as well. Does it really work? Well, for consumers, it works because they think they have more confidence in the furniture. Like, nothing can happen because I'm protected. What's great for the retail, though, is that typically the consumers forget what they bought, and when something does go wrong, they never call. So it's just extra profit.
Always,
it's just extra profit, because they don't remember that, 2 years ago when I bought this, I bought extra protection or cleaning or whatever, or warranty. So it's a great profit center for the retailers. Now, there's nothing really wrong with it, because you're offering something that the customer can say yes or no to. But at the same time, it is part of customer service. It's telling them that, there is service after the sale. that we can offer you things even after you buy the furniture from us. So we're with you for a long time. And it's still a very good thing for a consumer to know.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Thank you. Interesting.
Yes.
And, you know, I received a very interesting question about discipline in furniture shops. The question is the seller control system in America strict, or is it allowed for sellers to choose how convenient it is to work with the buyers? Are there standards for working with clients, and how are they controlled?
Right.
It's a big problem in our market about these questions.
You know, so in America, with, you know, thousands upon thousands of retail stores for furniture, you know, it depends on the structure of the company that you decide to join as a sales consultant. Now, let's first start with, you know, the family-owned company, small company, maybe 1 to 5 stores. It's a very flexible process that they offer or they adapt to. Basically, the small family-owned or small, you know, number of locations, they typically will hire people with the right experience that have their own standards, because they depend on them to bring the experience to the company to produce the sales. Okay, so the small independent family-owned furniture retailers, typically they don't have a standard. They hire people with standards, you know. Mm-hmm. So you'll have different methods being used in those stores, you know, depending on the level of experience. Then, you know, if you have a chain store, like a franchise store, you know, they can be in multiple areas and multiple locations, but they're under one name. So in those cases, you know, they're taught in a classroom, like a school, you know, and in weeks before you can even start to sell, you have to go through this class, and you have to learn, you know, all the strict standards of what they expect, and they want you to do it, you know, this bullet points. I mean, there is, you know, a very strict standard of how to sell. Mm-hmm. And they teach this, and they expect you to follow this. And your manager, store manager, coach will ensure that you are following that. Now, if you have a major brand furniture company, let's take Ashley, for example, okay, where you have, you know, I think they have now more than 800-900 stores in America. You're required, actually, to go through a furniture university program, and only if you graduate this program will you get a job. So, you know, so there's really 3 levels. There's, at the bottom level, you're hired upon your experience. The second level is more like, okay, we're going to have classes that you need to attend, and in a couple weeks we'll let you go live to the floor and you can start selling. Then you have the top tier, which is the major furniture brands that have a university. And if you don't pass the test, if you don't pass the exam, you don't get to sell furniture for them. And at that level, you know, it's intense every day. They have, you know, not only daily goals, they have hourly goals of how many customers you've greeted. What's your close ratio? You know, in the sales manager's office, there's a chart. And they're keeping up with all this data, you know, every hour, you know, and they're grading you, and they're pushing you. So it's
rather strict.
It can be very extreme, very high pressure. Yes.
Yeah. But it works.
It works, because you wouldn't be the best if it didn't work, or the biggest.
Oh, thank you, Chad. Maybe I will, when I receive some more questions, I'll get in connect with you and ask them. But today That's all questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Okay, Sergey, thank you.
Yes.
Time. See you soon.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye.